Good afternoon. Japan requested an emergency meeting of Security Council today in response to the nuclear test by DPRK. Obviously, this is a direct threat of the peace and security of Japan and then Asia, but also this global threat to this non-proliferation regime. And it's very unfortunate when the global leaders are now working for the effort of nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation. There is a big momentum, and DPRK Act is just counteract to this one. And also, it's an extremely important challenge of this is against authority of Security Council. 1719 resolution and the presidential statement in April are very clear. And despite also diplomatic effort on the part of Security Council members and many other countries, including my own Japan, DPRK didn't heed to this call of the Council. If it let it go in this way, it is an extremely serious threat to the authority and prestige, in my view, of the Security Council. What's the real meaning of Security Council passing the resolution and then acting in this way and let it go? I think there should be very clear consequence to that. And also it's important that the DPRK has agreed itself with 2005, this statement of six-party talks, and many other agreements. And so therefore this is a very serious situation. And we made the point that proper response, firm and clear response is the resolution. And we're pleased that today there is no dissenting view among 15 countries that the Security Council need resolution and show that condemnation of the act, responsible act by DPRK, and demand fully the compliance with Security Council resolutions, and to ensure that this kind of thing will not happen again. But anyway, detail of the draft resolution has been worked out, being worked out now at this moment, and I think everybody's wish that as early as possible, Security Council should be in the position to adopt the resolution unanimously. Thank you very much.
What kind of measures should the Security Council take, which will, in Japan's estimation, will be strong enough as a punishment for North Korea?
I wouldn't say punishment. I used the word consequence. I don't think it is a kind of, I think we are talking about the sovereign member state of the United Nations, and we treat in that way, and we expect them to behave as a responsible member of the United Nations. Therefore, we don't want to use that punishment or other things, but the consequence has to be shown very clearly. So therefore, I think unfortunate that measures that have been included in the presidential statement in April and the action taken by the Sanction Committee, 1719 Committee, to disturb 3 additional units in April, did not obviously have a good calming effect on this one. So therefore, I think we have to really think very carefully what will be the effective way to deal with kind of behavior. So that's why we are now discussing among the interested countries what is the most effective way. So I cannot really want to say at this moment, what will be the specific, content in the draft.
Would that be an additional sanctions?
Well, you may call it additional element must be included, and how and then what it will be like. I think I expect you to see the wait and see, because we are now consulting among the countries concerned.
Is there any effort to talk to North Korea, to hear what they have to say about what's happening and what their reasons are and what their complaints are, so that you can consider that in your negotiations and talk?
Well, there's no part. Japan has protested directly to DPRK, and many of members of the Council has been in contact with the DPRK yesterday and today, I understand. Obviously, that's one way, perhaps, to listen to this. But I think so far, this government agency has made an announcement that the Security Council must take act first. I don't want to use the word that they're using it. I think it's put the position of the Council and then DPRK in a completely wrong foot.
Ambassador, some say that last time Japan compromised in trying to get wording into the resolution because there wasn't immediate action. Is there a bottom line to what Japan will accept that it won't retreat on for sanctions? resolution?
Well, I don't think if you are two steps ahead, I don't think Japan has made any concession because we haven't really finalized our thinking about the most effective measures to be included in this one. So I think you should, I just told you, to be a little bit more patient. But I think there is a very strong, I think, consensus in my view, or meeting mind this time compared with April. Among the Council members, we need a resolution because it's a clear violation of resolution, the Security Council action so far. So therefore, we have to do something more. And the question is, what is more? And we just don't want to repeat that we make some decision and then repeat it again. I think we have to really think carefully what is the most effective way to deal with the kind of behavior.
So, Ambassador, why nuclear weapons are good for the superpowers like United States, Russia, China, everyone else, not good for North Korea?
Well, I think I'm not authorized to perhaps say something that has been transpired in informal meeting of the Security Council, but I'm very impressed, as a matter of fact, some of the remarks my colleagues, I think you can guess, who have undergone certain development of a nuclear weapon program, but decided to forego and dismantle completely. That representative saying that possessing a nuclear weapon capability is not helping the security of the country. I think this is the essence of the, message